Hello fellow crafter, and welcome to the Christie Crafts YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making a card using the Reindeer Fun stamps and Reindeer Days suite of products from Stampin Up. All the products in this suite are super adorable, and your cards and scrapbook layouts will come together easy peasy. Today we're going to make this card, which uses the DSP and some of the dies, the baker's twine, and these adorable little peppermint embellishments. So let's get started. This has been one of my favorite products from the mini catalog so far. The paper is just gorgeous. The stamp sets and the dies are perfectly coordinated. And when I say that I made so many cards from it, it's an understatement, and there's so much still left. I could have made much, much more. So let me show you a few of the cards that I made, and then today we're going to recreate one of those. So this card is just paper and stamp. This card, same. And these little peppermint embellishments are just adorable. This card is using the stamps and colored those in. This one also uses the stamps. And then these I'm starting with the dies. The little reindeer is just so cute. There you go. And this is the card we're going to make today. It is using the paper, the deer cut straight from the designer series paper. This is the die that's behind there, and then the plaid embossing folder. So I'll show you a couple of the products. This is the stamp sets. It's got the deer, some trees, and some Christmas sentiments. And then the dies, they're really the star of the show. You can make this cute little reindeer, and I've cut one out, and I'll show you how that goes together. And then this die here makes like the background of trees to make like a little scene. And then these dies coordinate with the stamps and with the paper, as you'll see. There's the stamps. You see mine are loved. Okay. And then these are the little peppermint embellishments. Adorable. The suite also comes with the red and white baker's twine, the Forever Plaid embossing folder, which has become one of my favorites. I use it quite a lot. And then this is the paper. This sheet, bells, trees. We're going to use that in our cards. Aren't they cute? Then a plaid. Everybody loves a Christmas plaid. Reindeer. Lights. More deer. Holly. And then this deer. And presents. And the dies coordinate with this deer here. So I'll show you. And also this mom and baby. There you go. So this is would be a great set to get if you wanted to make a bunch of cards. You could get this one suite and get all your cards knocked out. Okay, so I was going to show you guys how these, I'm not going to use this in our card today, but I did use them to make like this, like these little deer. So these 3 pieces go together. Cut them, and you could use just about any colors you wanted to. This one is a little bit darker than these, with the horns and dark early espresso, and this is basic beige, and then this is crumb cake. So the dies cut the pieces out, and then you just take and glue them together. And stack them on top of each other. And they fit, so you just have to fit them right over top of the other one. And there you have it, a cute little deer. And this wreaths and bow, those are also included in the dies. Isn't that just adorable? Right, now let's get started with our card. So for my card base, I used white, and the measurement is 6 inches by 4.5 inches. That's a standard A6 card. That's the size I make, mostly because the envelopes are easy to get. So anyway, so that's my card base. And then I have a red mat, and it is 5.75 inches by 4.25 inches. And then I have a white piece. This is the piece that we're going to cut and emboss, and it is 5.5 inches by 4 inches. So first thing is, let's just go ahead and glue our mat on. Center that. There we go. Okay. All right. Now, for this piece, the top piece, we're going to use that that die with the scene, and we're going to center it right in our card. Okay, so once you get that in there, maybe use a little piece of tape to hold it in place. Just make sure it's centered from side to side, and we're just going to come down from the top just a little bit. If you'll see in this one, just come down just a teensy bit, center it side to side. Okay, and run it through here. All right. Now, okay. And there we have it. poke out my little extra pieces after a while. And sometimes you have little extras that you have to poke out. But there we have it. Okay, and then for this bottom part, I used the Forever Plaid embossing folder, and I only wanted to go up part way, so there's a little trick to that. You take your, if you'll notice that the embossing folders, the design goes all the way to the end of the folder. And this embossing folder is a big one. It will fit your whole paper in there. Some of them won't. Some of them are a little smaller. The only thing that you have to look at is the front versus the back. So if you want your design to be in relief, like pushed in, just keep that in mind in how you turn your paper. This side of this cut is a little bit rougher, so I want this side to definitely be my top. And it really doesn't matter on this plaid. Both sides are great. But I think I want it to be puffy, so I'm going to turn it this way. And just line that up with about the bottom of the trees. My sentiment is going to cover that up, so if it goes over a little bit, it's okay. Anyway, and you just shut that in there. And then when you run your embossing folder through, you're not going to get any design on this top part. Switch my plates out. There we go. Right there. Run it through. Pull it the rest of the way out. And voila. There you go. Pretty neat, huh? Okay, and then I want this design of the green trees to be behind my scene. So I've got a piece of this designer series paper, and it is 3.5 by 3.5, and we're just going to glue that to our back. Okay. Just glue around the edge, and then I usually put some little dots on the inside branches just so they don't get hung when you put it in an envelope. Just makes it a little more secure. Okay. All right. Make sure your hole is covered. There we go. There we go. Crafting is messy. All right. And then I took my baker's twine and just wrapped it around that crease where the embossing stopped. Just 3 or 4 times. Okay. And then I don't want to tie this yet because I want my bow to be right at the end of my sentiment. So I'm just going to kind of loosely just so it stays. All right. Put it right there. We'll massage it later. So, and then the other part is the deer, which I have already cut one out from the DSP. So we're going to line our die up, making sure she's right in there. Okay, put us a little piece of tape and run it through. There we go. Just perfect. She's going to go right there. Put her on with some dimensionals, which I didn't get out. Okay. Right there. Okay, let's cut one. Cut these a little bit for the legs. There we go. Put her right there. There we go. Now, let's do our sentiment, which I already cut a shape, but you can do any shape you want. You can do square, this little tag, however. And I'm using real red. Okay. Center it there. Voila. Set this up. All right, so put this. Now, the first time I made this card, I put my sentiment right on top of that string, and it was too wobbly, so I ended up moving it. So I'm going to put this right below where I want the string to be. Actually, we'll go right above it, because I want my little deer's feet to be right on top of. There we go. Stick that down, and then we'll let the string kind of go under it. And then you just massage it till you have it where you want it. And then we'll bring our bow, scooch it on down, tie it right there. All right, there we go. And then we will just put that on the card. Whoop. All right. What you think? That's a little crooked. Anyway, we'll fix that. Then we'll add our peppermints. These are just so cute. Let's see, let's put one right there. And we'll put one right there. And one over here. So there you have it. So there you go. I hope you guys like this project and it inspires you to do some crafting of your own. So I'll put the link in the show notes for the Reindeer Days suite and other products. And I hope you guys enjoy. Have a good week.